For the Lord will be your confidence and keep your foot from being caught. I was chewing on some Proverbs this morning when I was working out, and I came across this. The Lord by wisdom founded the earth, by understanding he established the heavens. By his knowledge the depths were broken up, and clouds dropped down the dew. My son, let them not depart from your eyes. Keep sound wisdom and discretion, so they will be life to your soul and grace to your neck. Then you will walk safely in your way, and your foot will not stumble. When you lie down, you will not be afraid. Yes, you will lie down, and your sleep will be sweet. Do not be afraid of sudden terror, nor of trouble from the wicked when it comes. For the Lord will be your confidence and will keep your foot from being caught. For the Lord will be your confidence and will keep your foot from being caught. This morning, I woke up at 4. Why did I wake up at 4 this morning? Because I was pushing off the path I was supposed to be walking on until I had complete certainty and clarity on where I was going and where I was going to end up, how everything had to play out. And I didn't have faith in the Lord. Instead of creating space in my day-to-day life and living as a man of discipline and stewarding the gifts I have right now, the people around me, the time he's gave me, I became slothful last week. And I kept pushing it off because I didn't have confidence in the Lord that he would guide my steps. I can sit here and I can make other excuses, and I'm not gonna lie, I learned a really powerful lesson. I believe God wanted to show me before I enter this season of life that 1, I can't do this discipline alone, and that 2, his love isn't based off my performance, because I had an absolute slothful week last week, and now I'm not doing it this week, but he also loved me last week. Let me say that again. I had an absolute slothful week last week. You might have had a slothful year. You might have had 5 years where you're not walking in your God-given potential. But guess what? That doesn't change the kind of love he has for you. He still loves you through and through. Now, what are you willing to do for the people you love? Like that inspires me. That it fires me up to wake up at 4 this morning and instantly give my thoughts to him, instantly give my attention to him. I could never repay that love he's blessing me with. But the point of today's video is taking that step in that season of uncertainty. Not because you can do it, or you're gonna manifest something, or you're gonna will your way to it just by your mind. No, because of the Lord. And he's called you into this season. He's called you to walk in your God-given potential. He's called you to serve. So what do you do with that call? I'm in a season right now where there's complete uncertainty in almost every big area of my life. 22 years old, my life is just wide open. I'm completely surrendered to the Lord, and it's uncomfortable at times, but it's also a gift for sure, because I can follow the Lord wherever he guides me. But there's times where I get stuck, and the only times I truly get stuck is when I lose order in my life. Okay? When I stop taking those steps. when I let the little things go, when I let the wake up time slip, when I let working out every single day, first thing in the morning, slip, when I'm not as sharp on my diet, when I'm not getting to bed on time. Like, I know these things sound so crazy. These things matter. When I'm not cleaning my room, when I'm not doing the dishes. This is like teenager behavior right here. But I don't know about you, but these are things that have crept into my early 20s that I'm still just having to smash every single day, and that I have to intentionally step through, like making my bed. These little things. When one slips, the most crucial thing in my life gets harder and harder. And it's this right here. When I go to the gym, you know what's so much easier? This. When I'm around fellow Christians and I'm in fellowship, you know what's so much easier? This. So it's really not about those habits. It's about what those habits unlock for your relationship with Christ. When I go to the gym, I'm in the Word. Before I go into the gym, I'm sitting in my car, I'm here, I'm right here. Maybe you're a little crazy like me, and you aren't afraid to show your true colors and who you stand for, and who you love, and whose wisdom you are truly seeking. And you're opening yourself up to real conversations with real people. You bring this beautiful thing, this beautiful word, this beautiful sword into the gym, and you read it openly in public in front of others, believers, non-believers. And between sets, you supplement yourself with real power, real strength, real protection, the real armor you should be building in your mind, in your soul, in your body. And you stack those habits. Before the gym, you read a verse. Start there. Every exercise, you read a verse. It can be every set. Start every exercise, read a verse. When you leave the gym, read a verse. That's the power of stacking habits. That's the power of taking a step. I could have skipped the gym and slept in because there was no clear reason I had to be up this morning. I didn't have to go to work this morning. There was nothing I had to clock into. But the power of me waking up at 4 a.m., going on a prayer walk with God, making videos, sharing what God is doing in my life, going and working out, led to me living in the Word the last 3 hours of the morning. The last 3 hours of the morning, I've truly been living in the Word. That's the power of doing it when it's uncertain. Let me ask you this. Me waking up at 4, going on that prayer walk, reading the Bible before the workout, reading the Bible during it, reading it after, did that bring me closer to God and reveal something about God? Probably bring me certainty and maybe some clarity on the things I'm praying about. Maybe I gained some wisdom. Do you think that brought me closer to deciding or knowing where my next step is? Or do you think I would have got closer to my goal if I would have slept in and just lacked or just this morning and not got after it? That's the power of taking a step. That's the power of having blind faith. That's the power of, for the Lord will be your confidence and will keep your foot from being caught. You must believe and have faith that every step you take, the Lord will keep your foot from being caught. The Lord will keep your foot from being caught. Go and take that step. Time is here. Jesus loves you.